The Reach Wanderer has been the SUV of decision for VIPs and rich elites for a really long time, yet despite the fact that it spoils its travelers like an extravagance vehicle, it actually presents rough terrain capacity that implies it can wander well off honorary pathway. All models accompany all-wheel drive, a movable air suspension, and a lot of ground freedom. You can pick between inline-six, module half-breed, and V8 powertrains. You can likewise deck the Reach Meanderer out with every kind of extravagance highlights, incorporating knitting seats in the two lines, back container seats, power-deployable back seat folding tables, and a refreshment chiller. Regardless of which form you pick, you'll follow through on a six-figure cost, and that implies the Reach Meanderer consequently costs more than section-level variants of opponents, for example, the Cadillac Escalade, the Jeep Fantastic Wagoneer, and the Mercedes-Benz GLS class. Yet, precisely this conspicuous lavishness draws in the Reach Wanderer's picture-fixated purchasers, and in the wake of testing a few variations of this most recent age of the extravagance SUV, we can see the reason why. It's still from the get-go in the Reach Wanderer's fifth era, however as of now Land Meanderer has changed the powertrain arrangement for 2024. The module crossover P440e has been supplanted with an all the more remarkable P550e, which makes 542 strength. P400 and P530 models see no progressions to their strength evaluations, yet the top-spec SV model is presently fueled by a 606 horsepower V8 motor that wears the P615 moniker. Somewhere else, Land Wanderer has presented another customization administration called SV Tailor-Made, which gives purchasers more open doors to personalization while building their fantasy Reach Meanderer. The Range Rover is available with a quartet of powertrains, starting with a turbocharged inline-six with a 48-volt hybrid system dubbed P400 that develops 395 horsepower. During our initial test drive, it proved to be silky smooth and provided adequate pep to tug the large Range Rover around. A 523 horsepower twin-turbo 4.4-liter V8 engine, Land Rover calls it P530, is even perkier and cranks up the Range Rover's towing capacity to 8,200 pounds. At our test track, the P530 hustled the Range Rover to 60 miles per hour in 4.3 seconds, the P400 did it in 5.5 seconds. A 542 horsepower plug-in hybrid option, called P550e, is also available but only on the short wheelbase autobiography trim, and the range-topping SV comes with a 606 horsepower V8 called P615. Our long wheelbase P400 test vehicle managed to hit 60 miles per hour in a fairly brisk 5.5 seconds, while the short wheelbase P530 we tested did it in just 4.3 seconds. The Range Rover's ride is suitably plush and, with its adjustable air suspension set to comfort mode, it virtually floats down the road. Turning the dial to dynamic mode firms things up some, but the big Rover still aims for a comfort-first mission. The most fuel-efficient Range Rover will likely be the plug-in hybrid P550e, but the EPA hasn't estimated fuel economy numbers for that model yet. The entry-level P400 is rated for 18 miles per gallon city and 26 miles per gallon highway, while the V8-powered P530 has earned 16 miles per gallon city and 21 miles per gallon highway estimates. On our 75-mile-per-hour highway fuel economy route, both the P400 and the P530 delivered the same 23 miles per gallon result. For more information about the Range Rover's fuel economy, visit the EPA's website. As with past generations of the Range Rover, this new generation model offers a plush interior decked out with rich leathers and woods, but buyers who want a more sustainable cabin can now opt for a new leather-free option, which subs in wool or other textiles. The interior can be arranged to seat 4, 5, or 7 depending on configuration and wheelbase. The third row, even in long wheelbase trims, may not fit tall adults as the headroom there is somewhat limited, but shorter riders and kids will find it nearly as comfortable as the second row. An optional motorized divider for the cargo area helps keep things from moving around too much during travel, and the Range Rover split rear liftgate can be used as convenient and comfortable seating for outdoor events.